welcome back again. It's Big Muscle on the also today, and today we're gonna fry some ripe plantains, okay? And we're gonna do it with some tin mackerel. You know what I'm saying? We only got one can of tin mackerel. That's all we're gonna do it with. That's all we got. So we're just gonna work with what we got today, and that's gonna be for dinner. You dig? And this should be a very easy and quick meal. All it takes is for you to put on your Dutch pot. All right, you put on your Dutch pot, and bam, you're ready for business. So we're gonna get started in a second, okay? All right. And up. There it is. All right. Let's see. Correct. Label text. Oh. Okay. Services. Give me a second. We're just gonna get started in a second right here. Okay, so let's get ready with it. Fry plantains. Simple. You get you a frying pan. Right, in this case I'm gonna use this Dutch pot. That's what I'm gonna fry my plantains in. Get it onto the stove, turn it on. Let it get hot some. Then I'm gonna pour oil in it. Now, how much oil do you need in these plantains? You just need enough oil to cover the plantains slightly. That's it. That's all the oil you need. You don't need a lot of oil. You know what I'm saying? So with that, next step is we're gonna cut up some seasonings for that mackerel, because we're gonna get it going also. And in my next Dutch pot, that's where I'm going to do the mackerel at. Next Dutch pot. Cut up the seasons for it real quick. So I'll be using 2 Dutch pots. Alright? So let's get some onion. I'm going to put 1 shallot, half onion. Maybe some green onions. And that's it. Put half onion, a shallot, put his plantains to the side. Alright, the rest could go in a Ziploc bag for another day. I'm going to use some Scotch bonnet pepper, some thyme, and that's it. Here's the Scotch bonnet pepper, very hot. Extremely hot. Scotch bonnet pepper right here. Right, we got shallot, we got a shallot, we got onion, some green onions, the right plantains. They may look like an easy thing to do, but guess what? There's one thing I learned from cooking over the years, and that not everybody could do everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's something you learn with time. So it doesn't mean that you could do something and you consider it simple, that other people have an easy time doing it. You know what I'm saying? And the next thing is, and this is an important life lesson, you're never too old to learn. Okay? It's just the truth. Never too old to learn. Whether you're cooking or anything else you're doing with your life. Or just crunched up. Okay, so this one is fixing to get really hot. So let's pour the oil in that. That's where we're going to put the plantains to fry. Alright, but I think we need some more oil, and this is just regular cooking oil. How much oil do you need? Like I said, enough to cover the plantains. That's it. Cover the plantains or a little bit over. So that should be enough to cover the plantains. Right there. All right. Hey, how you doing, Grace? So the next step is I'm gonna put this firing around medium-ish. Let it get hot for these plantains. We're gonna cut these plantains open. Okay, these seasonings are for this mackerel right here. So let's get these plantains ready to go because the oil is getting hot. That could stay to the side. Now, one of the questions I get about plantains is people want to know, how do you get your plantains with a certain shape to it? Right? So you peel your plantains, you want to wash them first. Alright? A lot of people love ripe plantains. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with eating ripe plantain, green plantain. You can use plantain. Plantains are bigger than bananas, okay? Way bigger. See, this is a plantain that's about 10, 12 inches, right? Banana could be 12 inches too, but in the size and the width, you'll see the plantain is bigger. Ripe plantains, you can fry them, you could roast them, toast them, a lot of different things, but a lot of people enjoy them fried. You know what I'm saying? It's just like all the things that you get from bananas, you'll get most of the same thing from plantains, okay? And this is how you peel them. It's very easy to take the skin off, right? Just like so. Now, this is the important part I want to show you. Okay, so a lot of people say, how do you get plantain in a certain shape? How do you cut it? You cut it slant. That's how you cut it, to get it this certain shape. You get what I'm saying? You cut your plantain slant. You ain't gotta cut. You could cut them this way, right? Or you could cut them in your hand like so. If it's not that soft of a plantain, you notice that shape. This is the question I get all the time, right? Notice that shape. Look, see that long shape that you get? That's it. That's how you get that. Now you don't have to get this long shape, right? Look at this. See how long it is? That's how you cut your plantains. And you want the best fried plantains are around these plantains that are not overripe. Overripe plantains are not that, yeah, you know what I'm saying? They taste sweet, right? Hello, very good. Wisconsin, how you doing, Jason Bender? The very ripe plantains are very sweet, but when they're too ripe, they're hard to fry. And that's something you'll learn, okay? Filled with potassium and all the good stuff that you get out of bananas. Now, some people may be tempted to cut their plantains like so, and that's fine. You get what I'm saying? You could cut them that way, right? But this is the way I grew up cutting them. This is the way I learned to cut them slant, like that. How thick do you make it? Probably about a quarter-inch or a little bit below a quarter-inch. Around this thickness is good enough for you. You know what I'm saying? Around that thickness. Yeah. So that's it. All right. You get your oil hot. Okay. You don't make your oil too hot. Just a little bit over medium hot. And 2 plantains is a lot of fried plantain. You know what I'm saying? That's 2 big old plantains right there. We're gonna fry them up. How long does it take to... Remember I said in the pot, you put enough oil, right, to cover the plantains. So when you drop them in the pot, right, and it's best to get a spatula. You know what I'm saying? Get you a spatula so you can flip them. Okay, they fry very fast. So you keep turning them. Now, after you fry your plantains, best practice is to get you a paper towel, an egg, and put it on top of it. Okay, put it on top of a paper towel. So that way you can have the oil that it was fried in soaked up by the paper towel. Right? So that means you don't consume too much cholesterol in your body and you'll still enjoy your plantain. You know what I'm saying? You can roast the green plantains also. Green plantains you can use to make porridge, this, that. I'm gonna do some here one of these days. You know what I'm saying? One of these days I'm gonna do green plantain and show you it could make dumplings. You could make green plantain to make dumplings and do a bunch of different things. Okay, so just so you know, make porridge. Even bananas could make porridge. So now we're gonna start frying these plantains, okay? We're gonna drop them with this fork. And when you drop your plantains in the pot, don't let the oil splash and burn you. Okay, so you hold them close. We know the oil is hot. Let's test it out. You hear that? You can hear that shh once you put it in there. If it's too hot, it's gonna burn your plantains, okay? Drop them in the pot. Kind of hold them close to the oil. You know what I'm saying? I like to fry plantains in a Dutch pot. Dig. Alright, and that's about one of the plantains right there. Why do you have a candle on the stove? Say spatula again. Spatula again. I have a candle on the stove because I like it. You know what I'm saying? It's very soothing, very relaxing. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like it on the stove. So our plantains are being fried up. Okay? So the thing about frying plantains is you got to keep your eye on the plantains. You know what I'm saying? You can't just leave them out there in the wind to just fry and then you're going to smell them burning really quick. You dig? Yeah, you're going to smell them burning really quick. So you got to keep your eye on the plantains and be ready to flip them on the other side so the next side can get fried using your spatula or your fork or whatever. Okay? So we're ready to wash the Scotch bonnet pepper. This green onion we gotta wash also. And this is our shallot. We're gonna cut this up for a mackerel right here. This is what we're gonna have for dinner today, okay? And that's that. Shallots. I'm getting to love shallots. You know what I'm saying? They may take over the onion's place. Shallots are very nice. I think they're a hybrid between onions and garlic. Yeah. And this is our onion. Regular schmegler. Put up this onion. Alright. Normally I use two cans of tin mackerel. But I'm doing one today because that's all I got. This is the dangerously hot Scotch bonnet pepper. I just need some of it, not all of it. Okay, so that's all I need. All right. And of course, I'm gonna put a pinch of thyme. Keeping an eye on my plantains. Put some thyme into that. Then we're going to put some oil in this pot and get it going. It's already turned on. Not a lot of oil. Just a little bit of oil is good enough. We're going to fry this up and then we're going to add our canned mackerel in there. And that's going to be it. You dig? Right, so this is our thyme. Let's beat it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's ghost pepper, right? Our green one's best, the pepper. Yeah, it depends. Yeah, Scotch bonnet green is always better. You know what I'm saying? Hi, I like your accent. Where are you from? I was born and raised in Jamaica. It says, beat it up, LOL. Yeah. What are you going to eat? My mom always had a candle on the stove. Okay, that's awesome. Michelle, is that Michelle? Michelle Ote. Shalsil 83. Yeah, the green peppers. The green Scotch bonnet are best. But the ripe ones, you can use them too. You know, Scotch bonnet peppers are extremely hot. Really hot. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm going to flip these plantains now. And where you want to get them to is just a golden brown. Once you get your plantains to a golden brown, it's pretty much a wrap. You can take it out. I'm talking about both sides of the plantain. Okay? Get it to a golden brown, and then that's it. And some pieces of the plantain may fry before some. So you got to keep your eye on them. You know what I'm saying? I thought Panama. No, he makes me laugh. So how hot is a Scotch bonnet really? No, really. Well, they're measured in, I think it's, I don't remember what they measure them in, but I've looked it up before. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of the top 10 hottest peppers in the world, Scotch bonnet. The hottest pepper in the world is from South Carolina, USA. It's a brown pepper. They call it the devil's pepper. You know what I'm saying? It's extremely hot. It's the hottest pepper in the world. You dig? It's from South Carolina. It was produced in South Carolina. And it's grown there. Alright? Okay, so let's check out these plantains. Okay, you see this plantain right here? This is about good right here. You know what I'm saying? Both sides. See that? Both sides is golden brown. That's good. The top section, if you see it, it's almost slightly burnt. It's still good. But that's how you want it right there. So you set it on your paper towel and let the oil drip out of it. And that's how easy it is to fry plantains. Once they come to this golden brown, you need to take it out. You get what I'm saying? Take it out the pot. Okay, and I told you to watch it carefully because it fry fast. Yeah, if you're not very attentive when frying plantains, you're gonna burn it. Right? It doesn't take much for it to burn. And once we see it getting crispy too fast, we just turn the fire down. Okay, so now we remove some of the plantains, which already got to golden brown. We're gonna add the rest of the plantains in the pot, just like so. These are the ones that are not yet fried. And in the pot, hold it close to the oil. Don't burn yourself. Okay. Okay, we got some more we got to remove. Boom. Boom. See that? Golden brown. That's it. Put it on your paper towel. Let it drip. Right? When I pick it up, I kind of drip off some of the oil. You know what I'm saying? Let some of the oil drip. There you go. You see that? It's that easy, okay? So let's put the rest of the plantain in this pot. Let it fry. While that fries, we're gonna get this going. These green seasons, we're gonna start frying them up, right? To cook this down, which will take a few minutes. Okay, that's it. Mix it around. Fire about medium. We're gonna cover this pot and let these seasons marinate in the pot for about 2 minutes or so. We already stirred it up. And as soon as that happens, we're gonna pour this mackerel in there. Okay, we grew up on this in Jamaica, okay? We're gonna pour this in the pot. And we're gonna put some black pepper and that's gonna be it. check on the plantains. Okay, so like I said, look, very simple and easy. A lot of people ask me all the time, man, how do you cut your plantains? How do you fry your plantains? It's that simple. You dig what I'm saying? Very simple. And I'm gonna do it again on another live sometime soon because some people may miss this live. You dig what I'm saying? All right. And if you do miss it, it's always on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. The videos are there to stay. You dig? And we can start flipping these. Now, about flipping these plantains, you don't have to wait until one side is completely golden brown to start flipping it. You can start flipping it before. As soon as you got some fry onto it, you can start flipping it. You know what I'm saying? To get the next side going. And once the oil in the pot has covered the plantain, that's how you're going to get the best results when frying plantains. You get what I'm saying? The oil has to cover the plantain. Cover it. That's your best results. Okay, so let's check on this. Smells good. So let's open our tin mackerel, right? So in Jamaica we call this flash out or dash out. Yeah, that's what we call it in Jamaica. Flash out or dash out. Why it's called that? Because you just flash it out. Okay, you flash it out the can like so. Watch this. You see it? Yeah, you flash it out. Tomato sauce. It's mackerel in tomato sauce. That's what it is. Boom. Now we put our black pepper on it. Alright, that's all we need. We could drop probably 2 pimento seeds in there. Alright, I like spice and flavor, so I put 2 pimento seeds in this mackerel. Okay, and that's it. Some more. Okay, and now you can stir it up. We could probably let this cook down on medium fire, probably good 4 to 5 minutes, and that should be ready. So let's get back to these plantains. All right, so that's pretty much it for the mackerel. It's pretty much done. It's a wrap right there, okay? Let's get back to these plantains. So where we at with it? Okay, another one fried. You see that? Look, fried. Drip it. Flip it. Flip the rest of these. Okay. Drip it, flip it. They're almost through. In about 2-3 minutes, all these plantains should be over with. And then it should be ready quickly. We're gonna let this cook probably the next 2-3 minutes, and that's it. And clean up while you go, okay? Makes your life easier. Clean up as you go. Okay, I can smell my plantains. They're just about done. Just about done. I can smell it. I see it. It's golden brown. Okay, they're all done. I'm going to show it to you. See that? Drip it. Goes on the paper towel. Golden brown. Golden brown. You see that? Oil is dripping off it. Put it on paper towel. we could turn the stove off. And that's it. So that's 2 plantains right there. 2 plantains, okay? So we started out by cutting the plantains. We cut the plantains. I showed you how to cut them, right? You know the amount of oil you put in the pot. Enough oil that covers the plantains. You flip it. Pay attention to it. That's how you fry it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So now your plantains are done. Okay, our mackerel is done now. We could turn the stove off. That's that. What else we got? In the can. Yes, sir. Hi, you cooking? Marianne Gethers. How you doing today? Please tell us more about the mackerel on the cab. It's in a sauce. Why not fresh? Yeah, it's in a can. You can get fresh mackerel. You know, you can get different types of mackerel. You can get salt mackerel, fresh mackerel. This is in a can, but it's tomato sauce. It's mackerel and tomato sauce. And that's what I'm going to have tonight for dinner. You dig what I'm saying? That's really it. Yup. So anyways, thanks for passing through as usual. And we're going to do another live in 30 minutes. Okay, I'm going to make something else. Some juice, of course. And it's going to be tamarind juice. I'm going to make it for lunch tomorrow. I'll show you. It's very easy to make. You can do the same thing at home. Get your tamarind. We're going to do this shortly, okay? So catch you in about 20-30 minutes. It's big muscle. I'm always on the hustle. Catch me on the next live. Thanks for coming through. Peace, one love.